The opening moments of God of War 3 pit series protagonists Kratos and the vengeful Titans against the gods of Mount Olympus, in what is known as the Second Great War, and brings Kratos face to face with the King of the Seas, Poseidon. This boss fight begins as Gaia climbs up Mount Olympus, with Kratos riding on her shoulders. Poseidon conjures watery constructs of his steed, Hippocampi, and uses them to strike at the approaching Titans. After battling the constructs of Hippocampi, Kratos makes his way to Gaia's head, where the watery form of Poseidon himself will appear from the sea. Two constructs will latch onto Gaia, digging their claws into her head while Poseidon strikes at Kratos. Attack the claws holding onto Gaia's head while avoiding Poseidon's two major attacks. Poseidon's lightning attack, which can be avoided, is telegraphed by raising his trident and the blue lightning that arcs across the ground. His second attack does much more damage than the first, and it's best to avoid it as much as possible. Poseidon will rear his hand back and bring down one of his clawed tentacles to strike at Kratos' current position. Attack the claws until they both detach. Afterwards, Gaia will grapple Poseidon, jump to her hand, and she'll crush Poseidon against the mountain, beginning the second phase of the fight. Now that you're up close and personal, strike at Poseidon's watery body. The focus is the rocky armor over his chest, but hitting him anywhere will do. Keep up the pressure, and after doing enough damage, Poseidon will fall back against Gaia's finger, exhausted. Quickly climb up her finger to trigger another QuickTime event, and destroy the rocky armor across the chest of Poseidon's watery form. Injured, Poseidon will send his Hippocampi to grip Gaia by the head again, forcing Kratos back to the first phase of the fight. The goal here is the same, attack the claws holding on to either side of Gaia's head, but Poseidon's attack patterns will change, as he's now become more desperate. He now attacks with his clawed tentacles more frequently, and the lightning he summons will trigger 3 times, beginning at the front of Gaia's head and moving towards the back. Once both claws are detached, Gaia will immediately begin to rear her fist back to strike at Poseidon again, only to be stopped by all of his clawed tentacles. Complete the QuickTime event to strike the tentacle holding her fist, and she'll resume her punch, crashing her fist into the watery giant and giving Kratos the chance to leap through and snatch the human form of Poseidon hiding within. As his constructs return to the sea, Poseidon is left vulnerable at the hands of the Spartan, who brutalizes the god before snapping his neck, tossing him off the cliffs and back into the sea. With his death, the seas rise and flood the world, marking the beginning of the end for Mount Olympus, and possibly the world.